Hi, everybody. Welcome to Avowed RAW, a new podcast coming to you from Raw Podcasts, the creators of Starfield RAW and Raw and Nerdy. I am Joe the Wigit. I am your host, and I'm going to be joined by my fellow co-host, Kilo.
Hi, how's it going, everybody? We're really looking forward to this game.
We just want to do a little intro saying, hey, this is what we're doing. This is who we are. I've been in podcasting for going on 14 years. I started out on a little show called Player vs. Rift a long time ago. And then I worked on other shows like Elder Scrolls Off the Record, Minecraft Off the Record. And luckily, I co-formed Raw Podcasts with my best friends in the world, Archon, Rook, and now Kilo. He joined us, midway through Starfield RAW?
Midway through Starfield RAW, and not a whole lot of podcasting before this, but I've really enjoyed being part of the team and really looking forward to this new show that we got going.
And we might be joined by one of the other primary hosts as well, like Archon or Rook, which would be awesome. We're going to try to become your experts for the game Avowed. I know I'm really excited for it, and we're going to dive into it on episode 1, which will be releasing on the 7th on all your podcast platform feeds. And we're going to dive into what we know, what we're excited about, our speculations, everything we can get into in about an hour.
Things we're most excited about is that this is an Obsidian title, the same company that made Pillars of Eternity and Fallout New Vegas, which I'm a big fan of.
They even did games that are huge. We're huge in the market. And I'm stalling because I'm looking for it. They did Neverwinter Nights 2. And there was another one. Like, their recent one, Grounded, is their survival game. I have not played it yet, but it looks really good.
Yep.
And they even did Knights of the Old Republic 2, arguably the best one made.
Most recently, they did Outer Worlds.
So we're going to dive into a little bit more about the company on episode 1 as well, talk about what we know, and then just go heavily into the game. We're going to have our first hands-on gameplay on episode 3. Now, if we get lucky, we might be able to do something on episode 2. But most likely, we'll get our gameplay in, and we're going to talk about what we've been doing in the game every single week, what's in the news about the game, other little things. And if you want to be involved in the show, you can join our Discord, discord.gg/raw podcasts, where you can have your own comments, and we'll probably use some of your things you say on the show if you'd like. We'd like to get our Discord community involved in our shows as much as possible, within reason, not crazy, like some of you.
And as we continue, we'll probably get a little bit deeper into the lore of the Living Lands. Maybe one day, I'll get to have my mods segment back.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. I don't know. I haven't heard if they're going to open up the API for that or not. I hope they do.
Fingers crossed.
That changes everything in games in such a good way most of the time.
Right.
And I'm going to try to become the master archer sniper, because that's what I do in every first character I play in every game. But I want to dive into the combat as much as possible in the early episodes and builds and stuff like that. So it should be fun. And
I'm really interested in checking out the magic system and seeing how that works as well.
The magic looks really cool.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for episode 1. We'll be coming to you on February 7th, 2025, early in the morning. So download, check us out, and join our community. Talk to us. And if you want to reach this show, if you want to email us with possible advertising or content ideas for the show, podcastraw@gmail.com. Our Discord is the place to be. Discord.gg/raw podcasts. RAWPODCASTS. Our Facebook is Raw Podcasts. Our Instagram
is Raw Podcast 1.
And you can follow us on X as well at Avowed RAW. RAW. And you can follow us individually. You can find that out on Friday. As we get the show stuff out there, you can find our individual stuff Friday.
And make sure you check out our other shows, Raw and Nerdy, which is our main show on the network. And if you're a fan of Starfield, there's plenty of backlog of Starfield RAW out there for you to listen to.
74 episodes worth. That's almost 80 hours.
Yeah.
We can't wait to get into this show, and we'll talk to you guys in a few days.
Peace out.